turns real ugly after Detroit man is gifted $100,000 from a famous YouTuber.
The Detroit man claimed that he was kidnapped and nearly killed. It's a story Fox News' Jessica Dupnack has been following it and joins us now live with an update. Jessica, take us through this because there are some layers.
Whoa. Yeah, last week or so, we've been working and connecting stories. The first one, as you mentioned, surrounds a guy named Curtis Dixon, a 60-year-old from here in Detroit. He did a good deed. A famous YouTuber gave him $100,000. Then about a week and a half later, another story you saw on Fox 2. He is connected to that. Curtis, allegedly the victim of a pretty unbelievable crime spree.
My life just changed overnight.
1 minute, 60-year-old Curtis Dixon was receiving $100,000 for a good deed.
We need more people like Curtis in this world.
A week and a half later, last Monday, witnesses say Dixon was hogtied in his burned-out SUV on Detroit's east side.
I woke up. I'm like, what's going on?
He survived. Sources say there are some inconsistencies in Dixon's story, but he claims he met someone in the area of Mount Elliott in Nevada. From there, he was kidnapped, driven to ATMs to pull out money, then beaten, tied up, and his car set ablaze. Several days into this investigation, the feds picked up the case from Detroit police. The ATF now investigating this as a possible arson, kidnapping, and extortion.
And hopefully they catch whoever
No attempted murder.
We don't want that in our neighborhood.
Last month, Dixon was gifted $100,000 from MD Motivator. He's a famous YouTuber who rewards good deeds with dollars. MD Motivator posing as a blind man in need in this viral video.
I'll have a couple bucks when I come out here. I'm going to find my wedding ring, man, but I just shut up yesterday, man, but I'll have a...
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple bucks.
Thank you, man. Bless you.
Dixon offering what little money he had to help.
Even in my neighborhood, people know me now. People that didn't know me now.
And that could be part of the problem. More money, more problems, as they say. Now, I want to know what MD Motivator has to say about all this. He has millions and millions of followers, 7 million on Instagram alone. We did reach out and did not hear back in time for this story. So as we said, the ATF, the feds, now taking over this investigation. I'm told by the end of the week, we should hear more from them. We'll continue to follow this one. Reporting live in Detroit, Jessica Dupnack on The Edge.
And as I follow this story, it seems that the missing pieces here that those feds will have to piece together is exactly what happened relative to those inconsistencies in the story. Any more you can tell me about that?
Well, we do know there's some video that police were able to use that placed at least Curtis, or what appeared to be Curtis, at some of these ATMs, possibly against his will. And if you remember, too, there were witnesses that say he was tied up in this SUV and that they rescued him. So there are some parts of this story that are definitely true. It's just a matter of placing it all together. Sometimes, though, these unbelievable stories, they end up panning out. So we will see.
Of course, they often do, and we'll be watching this one really closely. I know you have your eyes on it. Jessica Dupnack for us live tonight. Thank you.
How come they didn't charge him with attempted murder if they set it ablaze with him tied up in there?
Right. Cold thing is that the ATF, boy, the feds done got involved with this shit. So if he is trying to stage anything, he's fucked over. And if it was true that somebody really didn't sent him to different multiple ATMs and had him against his will, oh, they're done for life anyways. 100%. You might as well be. Please forgive me for saying that. Please forgive me. Please.
Yeah, there's gonna be what's the thing?
They're done.
Cameras all in the motherfuckers and all this shit. You know what I mean?
They went from place to place, having this man against his will, tied up in a car, having him go to play, ATM to ATM, and then tried to blow his shit up. That's why the feds is in this shit.
Yeah. 100%. They're amateurs. They saw this motherfucker blowing up on the YouTube. He went viral because of his good deed. People in the neighborhood, he said, they start greeting him. Now everyone knows him. And they when you're in the hood and you hear somebody, oh, bro, you got 100,000. They think you got it on you for real, bro. You know what I mean? You in the hood, they think they got it on him. Let's pull up. They kidnap his ass. This is allegedly.
And,
right?
and Brad
they
got
kidnapped
that
the money. Yeah, I got it in the bank. Oh, I think we're going to go to the ATMs. Like this, and I'm more than likely these are some kids too, bro.
There could be
some kids. I mean, This guy probably not on YouTube like that. He was just a guy walking around the street, did a good deed to of someone posing as a blind person.
100%.
Not
That's
knowing
where I
that he's
was
on
gonna
some
go with it,
hidden
bro.
camera
That
show. He's on a hidden camera show. I'm 40 right now. I ain't never heard of that show. Youngsters probably have though. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm saying. I think it's some youngsters. You know what I mean? Because that shit is not. That shit was. Then it was a week and a half later, so it probably took them that long to find this guy. You know what I mean? Especially if you local and you see that shit, you go, oh shit. I mean, Detroit's, you know, especially they said Detroit is grimy. Let's just say that. Shout out to Detroit. They go down over there.
That's my thing. It's like, look, bro, the OG didn't do nothing intentional to get that money. You know what I mean? But be himself, 100%. So for him to be himself and to get in position to get that dough, it tells you the personality that he has. So in his neighborhood, he's already doing stuff like that. You feel me? In his community, he's already willing to give the shirt off his back to help somebody, whether he knows them or not. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for bro to get that dough, you know what I mean, whether he had it on him or not, but he probably still has, and I shouldn't even say probably still has. He still has that kind-hearted shit. You feel me? He's still in his neighborhood. They didn't hurt. He didn't got some dough.
Yeah, he probably from there his whole life.
100%, bro. And
he
that's
wasn't gonna just up and go nowhere. Oh, I got 100 bands in a week later. Even if he was planning to go somewhere, it was only a week and a half later when he got. So it's like, you know what I mean? That's some shit, man. That's like the ultimate gift and the curse type of shit.
In your own community.
Man, shout out to dude, he didn't die. And I hope this ain't no hoax or some type of shit. Because he definitely won that money. What would he get? What would he gain from doing this? Right? That's why I believe this guy's story. And they left him for dead. They hogtied him and tried to burn him alive in that thing.
Exactly, bro. 100%, man. Fuck that. I'm not putting myself.
Hogtying yourself is very difficult, I would imagine.
Come on now.
They said he was hogtied. That's like when you face down and you got your arms with your legs like that and the whole
The police do that to motherfuckers that's acting up. So everything. They'll hit you with both of them.
5150 and they hit you with the hog tie.
Come on now. Oh, everything. That shit is fucked up, dog, in your own motherfucking community. You know what I mean?
I'm saying that.
OG, he didn't know that, like you said, he didn't know that that's a hidden camera show. Oh, my mama. So that's just who the fuck he is, bruh. He said something about pawning a wedding ring and or some shit like that, but here goes a couple dollars, bruh. Motherfucker give you they last.
100 bands.
And Brain even, you know, OG might not even be doing, or you know, he might just be treading water through life, you know, barely floating through. But
but they say he was 60. He ain't even got the Social Security yet.
Exactly.
He probably still working.
Oh, bro.
That 100 bands was like, woo! And then, man, poor old dude, man, they beat him up. You know he's hurting, bro. Man, he survived though. Detroit breeds some tough motherfuckers, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, but I don't know how long ago. That story was, right? But she said by the end of the week they're gonna have some updates on that shit. So hopefully, when I get to sliding through YouTube within the next day or two or something,
we'll find a part two.
Oh my mama!
Yeah, because I would imagine if I'm Brad, I'm out of Dodge, literally. Unintended.
Oh, everything. Y'all got anything going out on this shit?
Nah, it's. I don't know, man. It is what it is. I feel. I feel like this is something that we're gonna talk about a lot, right? This is there's two sides. Like, what kind of gun rights are we doing? And then, how are we gonna keep our guns? It's probably what a lot of people are most concerned with is the guns that I have owned and I'm responsible. Like, you're not touching them, right? You know, that's where a lot, and when you do the numbers, how many more guns are there than people? So they're never taking away the guns. That's it.
No, they're not doing that.
You ain't lying. What in Detroit too? Like, it's a grimy place, bro. And you know, back in the days when you used to win the lottery, they used to have a protocol for you. They used to be like, when you win the lottery, and it would be like those megas or whatever, right? You basically gotta go on the lam, like off the grid for like 6 months. They put you through this process. Yeah, you know why? It's for your own protection, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's for your own protection because the shit, you know what I mean? When the shit hit the fan, everybody and it get out, bro, you're a target. You know what I mean? This is like so imagine when you're in the hood, bro, people, 10,000 costs a hat. 10,000 costs a hat, allegedly, in those streets. That means a life ain't worth nothing to them, bro. So when you see a motherfucker gets 100 bands, they're like, oh my God, we're gonna get rich. 100%. Just what they're thinking, bro. You know what I mean? When you're in the hood, bro, that's like $1 million to them, bro. You know what I mean? They don't know any better.
Like Kid has said, what's up with this Second Amendment, man? 100%. Like here in the state of California, we just talked about it. If a motherfucker come up in your shit,
motherfuckers still got guns in Cali.
No, but what I'm saying is that if a motherfucker decides to come up in your shit while you're here and you just happen to grab your thing, you're in trouble just like the motherfucker that's coming up in your shit.
Yeah, we don't got no stand our ground or self-defense or King of the Castle. I think King of the Castle, is that what they call it in Florida? Where if somebody just set foot in your house, you can blast them, bro.
It's like that here in Texas.
There you go. I forgot. I might be fucking up the term of it, but yeah, something like King of the Castle.
I was watching a short this morning, and it was on a truck driver, and he's at a truck stop in Texas, and the police officers there, and he's like, "Hey, I got you on live now. Just go ahead, tell me what you just told me." And he's like, "Okay, so when you're at a rest stop in Texas, we recommend you carrying your firearm with you because people will come try and take your property from your truck, harm you, do whatever, and the truck for the trucker is technically his homestead. They call it. It's the homestead.
Yep.
So he was like, "So you're telling me?" Because this guy didn't own a gun, he didn't carry a gun or anything, but he's like, "You telling me right now I should have a gun to like protect me because you're fearful that like people are gonna harm me, and you want me to like shoot them when they do crazy. Fuck around?" I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
It is crazy, right?
Yeah, but
Texas.
It makes sense for
hey, do y'all remember when DMX had that reality show?
Oh yeah.
Remember when reality shows were all the rage?
All the rage first coming out, yeah.
Hey, speaking of that, Mrs. Crooked said, out here it's the Wild Wild West.
Yeah,
and that's how we told that shit is through
she
DMX.
in Arizona. Her and Crook and Mr. Crook, they was in Arizona. And DMX, when he had that reality show, he was in Arizona. He'll walk around with 2 6-shooters, for real. Wife beater, boom, holsters, bam, out. What's that?
Oh,
and my dog. It's just like, because he could do it out there.
Exactly.
Facts.
Nobody is running up on DMX, period, let alone in Arizona. You know what I mean?
Hey, Banks said, fuck it, I'm moving to Texas. Everything.
Yeah, man, shout out to Banks.
America still acts like it's 1776 when it comes to bearing arms, except they have machine guns and sniper rifles. So also we did a story, Peacock, to where the police, they have access to high power guns, like you said, when it comes to these machine guns and shit.
Like for example, when you, like if we were gonna create a merch line, right? We would get a wholesale license. We could buy all these shirts, right? Wholesale. See, the police stations and whatnot, they have specific like licenses where they can go and buy these weapons that are only accessible to people with these fucking licenses. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so but not only that, once they age out, they can sell them to whoever they want to sell them to.
Yeah.
So they can sell them to the highest bidder. And we did the story to where these special guns is getting into the hands of motherfuckers that's doing crimes, though.
Yeah.
Bro. That's what I was trying to say. 100%. So that shit about these
dude
guns.
had the Terminator 2 Gatling gun. He had the Terminator 2 Gatling gun, and that's what popped him. Remember, he was like, why is this police station ordering a Terminator 2 Gatling gun?
Oh my mouth.
Because they were selling it to these motherfuckers, the highest bidders. You know what I mean?
Come on now. Oh, world, bro.
Where was that? That was in America.
It was in multiple states. It was the story was in multiple states.
Oh yeah, so there was a transnational thing.
No, I was just in multiple states that they did the shit.
Oh, okay. Shit, but they were getting big shit though.
Facts.
They were getting like rocket launchers and shit. And Gatling guns. And like the big old, remember what was the woo wop? In Smoking Aces, remember Alicia Keys with her thick ass? She was shooting the joint that shot the 50 cal.
50 cal.
Yeah. Oh no, that was her homegirl that was shooting the 50 cal joint. Yeah, but remember they had that shit too. I was like, oh shit, you can't just get that. You know what I mean?
Come on now. On everything.
That 50 cal. She's like, I'll tear the whole bitch down.
But see, that's the fucked up thing though, is that how these states. Part of the 50 states govern these fucking gun laws 100%, especially to motherfuckers that, like Big Bro just said, I'm responsible. Guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people. 100%, my big bro let off with responsibility. 100%. So you just said the king of the castle. So I'm sitting right here in my shit. I got my kids. We just did a story where somebody went in the house, pepper sprayed the nanny, and the babies is in there. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? So if I can't defend myself,
calling that dude. If I get to him first after I see him pepper you in the vicinity, it's a wrap.
It's cold. It's cold out here, bro.
When I was living in the hood, there'd be all kind of crazy shit happens when you're living in the hood, right? You know, I got all my cameras and shit, and alleged crazy shit happens in the hood, right? But like, it was me and my mans. We're just chilling, and I just hear like an explode. First of all, I've been having incidences with the neighbors behind me because they were like in the hell of shit, and they were like on their Breaking Bad shit. So it was always crazy activity, always like, you know what I mean? And I heard this crazy ass like explosion, right? So I ran out there with the shotty like a savage, right? And then they're all looking at me all crazy. I'm like, the fuck was that? And right, and then they point. The fucking tree fell onto my roof. And I ran out there ready to kill someone for it. I was like, oh shit, good looking out. Just some random shit. It was an old ass tree. And eventually that big ass fucking trunk on it just gave way and landed on the top of my house. I thought it was World War III.
Hey, that's your first instinct is to protect this motherfucker.
I went and grabbed the heat things.
100%, and then like a loud boom, we can either think a motherfucker kicking in this door or a motherfucker then shot some shit up. You know what I mean? I live by a freeway, right? So I lived in front of I-5 for 10 years, right? And you know what I-5 does? That motherfucker go to Canada, it go to Mexico, right? So it's nothing but motherfucking 18-wheelers going up and down this bitch, right? So you know what a 18-wheeler truck when it blow a tire, you know what that bitch sound like? It sound like a motherfucking shotgun. It sound like a shotgun, right? So look, I'm gonna tell you like this. So I got, like I said, I lived 10 years right in front of that motherfucker, right? So about 3 years ago, when I lived in the South area before I took this bitch over, right? When they did the mass shooting downtown, I lived across the street from one of the houses that they raided, right? So a motherfucking flashbang, they hit that bitch with two of them, right? And I ain't nowhere near I-5. So the first flashbang go off and wake me up. I'm like, oh yeah, that's just the motherfucking tire going off. You feel me? Because I'm so used to living by the motherfucking freeway. So they hit the house with another one. Boom! Man, I get up, man, what the fuck is going on? So when I go out the window and look, man, it's a million motherfucking police with the big ass trucks, with the robot going in the motherfucking house. I'm like, oh shit. But we putting two and two together it's the shit from the mass shooting that they had downtown, bro. 100%. But like Bogue said, man, when you hear that fucking bang, bro, it's like, man, what the fuck is really going on, dog? 100%, man. Shit crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. That's why
it's fight or flight. And then how are you gonna flight from your own home? You know? So it's automatically fight, you know, that's your instinct. You're like, fuck, what? This is my domain. You like
thanks, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, you're gonna be paranoid, especially when it comes to safety and well-being. You're like, nah, I ain't having that. I gotta get up and I gotta find out like what I need to do to potentially stop something, the worst. What do they say? Always prepare for the worst, right? So
Yeah, always
hope for the best.
Hope for the best.
Pray for the best.
Yeah.
Pray for the best.
Oh my mama,
prepare
bro.
for the worst.
Come on now.
Sure, right.
100%. And that just translates to back saying, if you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. Oh my mama, bro. For real, man. You got anything going out, Ears?